sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Yes, sir. We in the building with it, man. I hope everybody's having a good day, good day, good day. Yes, sir. We back live in effect, man. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking. Yes, sir. We in the building with it, man. Yes, sir. It is a hump day. Yes, sir. It is hump day. It's almost the end of the week, man, for me, you know? I hope everybody can tell your boy been trying to put in a little extra work, man. I'm trying to get the work done, man. I'm trying to get the work done. I'm trying to get the work out as well. I hope you appreciate my efforts. I got more member-only content coming soon, man. Members exclusive, y'all get that early. I'm trying to get my thoughts out there, man. I will be doing more and more draft content as well. Make sure I get my thoughts out there to the good people. You understand? I want to be well documented on how I feel about a lot of these draftable players, man. I really do. Let's get it done. And I appreciate all the love and support, man. I really do. I really do. All I ask you is to be a view. You know what I'm saying? And hit that like and share button for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's do it. Yes, sir. We in the building with it, man. We definitely in the building with it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. We just doing work behind the scenes real shortly, man. Just vibe out to the beat real quick, you understand? Just vibe out to the beat for a little minute. And while you're waiting, man, hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We got some interesting topics to talk about today, man. I promise you that. I promise you that. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let's do it all at the same time. Let's do it at the same time. Please, please hit the like and share button, man. I'm trying to get this jumping around the corner, trying to beat up the algorithm, you understand? Let's do it. But first and foremost, we gotta make sure them haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do, and you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner. Hit the like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it done. Run it up. Let's go.
I can't see a thing. All this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey, ain't no looking back.
Yeah.
Came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, landlord is showing how to ball, boy.
Let's get it.
You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly. I probably average your career high. Girl, one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own band, we holla a deal. Long little CEO, CIP the dollar.
Let's get it.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster. Now I'm focused on the comma. Now I'ma run up them comma for the summer, run up them numbers. I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing. Money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Ain't no looking back.
Yes,
we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just getting K and they just in the way. Hey.
Now, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through your phone, but I promise you, you in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap. trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. Listen here, man. Hey, this is team building. We trying to build a team, Mr. Johnny. You don't understand the assignment, sir? You don't understand the assignment? What's going on? What's going on, man? Listen, we trying to get a grip of how they want to build this team, and it's pretty, elusive. They tactics is pretty underhanded, you know what I'm saying? They pretty malicious. It's pretty malice, all these big words, the way we like to do business, man. But I will say this, it is very bold. I'll say that it's bold. And, it's bold on the wrong side of things, you know what I'm saying? On the wrong side of things. But we will say it is bold. We can't lie about that. But I will say this. If it works, it might not help us out that much. I'll say that. It might go against us if it works. But we going to dissect some of the stuff that Stephen Jones was talking about, man. That's what we're going to do today on today's show. But I just got to ask you one question. Was that a bird or a plane? What was it? I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh. It's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is, man. Shout out to everybody out here rocking. Yes, sir. Topics of the day, man. And, Mr. Stephen Jones is running his mouth, man. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of things to say. And I will say, shout out to 105.3 The Fan. I don't want too much of their stuff on here, but, the full link will be in the description. You go check out the interview, all that good stuff. But they did have some interesting questions. They asked him questions about Jerry all-in comments, man, and this is what he had to say, right?
Everybody can have their own definition of what that means, but I've never not known us to be all in, nor have I known anybody we compete against not to be all in. It's, they have different strategies as to what that means, but at the end of the day, if you're not really all in trying how to put together a championship football team, then you shouldn't be in this league.
Is that so? So, I hate when they go the bailout route. Everybody's all in, and we don't understand the difference between being a normal football team and going all in, and they come up with these fairy tale ways to describe it. I think that's just basuda. It is very, very much so light work. It's Bush League, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know what going in is. We know what all in is. And to try to equate our going all in with everybody else's, that's just irresponsible. We know that we don't do it the same way. We know that for a fact. So Steven gonna try to say, hey, we go all in every year, and all in is all in. It's the same definition with everybody. Like, nah, that's not true. We know we don't behave the way that other teams, we don't operate with a sense of urgency, especially the greatest example of that has been this whole offseason. It's no way in the world you can say that we've been going all in when we haven't done anything. So they trying to say we going all in a whole nother way. In Dallas, it got a strange meaning. It makes my antennas go up. You know what I'm saying? But for him to say that they going all in, I must say this. It is false. It is allegations. It is not real.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
for him to say they going out and going all in, that is all the way not true. So we're not going to even play those type of games, Mr. Stephen Jones. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. He says, it's questions about the way the Cowboys handle free agency. Let's see what he had to say about it, which means, that was a euphemism for we ain't did nothing. We ain't did a gosh darn thing in free agency. So how do you feel about the way the fans feel that you haven't done anything?
Well, at the end of the day, you always can only, and we spend max money, year in and year out. All 32 can only spend the same amount of money over a 5-year stretch. And
really, Steven? You gonna tell us the budget's the same, so we doing the same thing? Man, okay.
And when we're all said and done, we max out our salary cap every year, and we will have done that. And what comes with having a good roster, which we do, and we also, are looking towards signing our own guys. It doesn't mean it happens overnight, but when you're wanting to sign players like Dak and Micah and CD, then
see, that's why this is why I draw the line at, because you ain't finna sell me that, bro. I'm not buying. You can sell it, but I'm not buying. This is why we have our own way we like to operate, way we like to behave, way we like to fan over here in the trap. We're not buying anything, bro. You're not gonna pee on us and tell us it's raining. You're not gonna do that. We understand that we all went over the salary cap. So now you gonna try to turn the fans against our players. Hey, if we just signed Dak, if we just signed CeeDee Lamb, no sir. You don't want to risk none of the future. You want to know what that tells me? If you don't want to risk none of the future, sir, how could you even say that you all in? How does that work? Trap. Can you honestly say you going all in without risking the future? That makes my antennas go up. That makes me question a lot of that stuff. It makes me question the fiber that you made out of, Steven, because you couldn't be doing the same type of stuff we doing. You know what I'm saying? We speaking another language. If that's your all in, we on a whole nother different language, sir. You know what I'm saying? I know I speak broken English, but you speaking some foreign pig Latin or something. We ain't never heard of that.
That certainly you have to hold money back if you want to have a realistic chance at signing those guys.
Can you kind of walk me through that?
No, you can save it. You can push it forward. You don't have to hold no money back, sir. That is not true. You can add void years. You can stretch it out. You can put it in a bonus form where it don't affect the cap as much. It's plenty of things you can do. So quit lying. You are full of lies today, sir. I can see fake written all over you, man.
Fake written all over you. Hate written all over you.
False accusations.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusation. And
strategy then of the next part for this season's team, is it going to be, hey, we're investing heavily in draft to make sure we have the roster filled?
Questions about our strategy in the draft going into 2024. That's what this is, because we just seen the false accusations.
In terms of to happen for us there, in terms of where we may have some holes. And then, of course, as I said, player acquisitions, 365 days a year. And we certainly expect that to be ongoing as well in terms of
player acquisition is 365 days a year. Trap. And he just proved that. So look, in their language, he like, look, landlord, you say I don't do nothing but lie. You say I'm full of lies. You say you see fake written all over me, landlord. You say that, but I just went and got you Royce Freeman, sir. What's going on here? Trap. See, continue, man.
Filling holes with players who aren't necessarily in the draft, but certainly understand where people are going to measure. Whether you lose somebody or you replace them or don't replace them right then and there. Then we understand that, but. We certainly feel good about the direction we're headed. We like our roster. We like our football team. And right now we're focused on the draft, but we're also looking at other situations that could help our team out.
And that other situation was Mr. Royce Freeman. And I just don't understand, he's a count body, you know what I'm saying? I see people saying second running back. I disagree. I don't think he's a number 2 running back. I think he's just, a count body. I think he's somebody who just, gives you enough players to be able to be alive. You know what I'm saying? We have to have a certain amount of players. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of the people that's just going to add to it. That's what it seems like. But I see some power back stuff that he can do. I see him. He got a nose for the end zone. I've seen that. Like I said in my video, The man had 60 touchdowns at Oregon, but that was back in 2018, 2019. The man played 4 or 5 years in Oregon. So the difference is, I believe, when it comes to running back, I don't want him to be a 4-year player. I don't want my running back to come out of college after 4 or 5 years. Like, nah, you want to keep them fresh legs. So a lot of times you see players like that, they come in the league after 3-4 years, they best years behind them already. You know the shelf life of a running back is like a banana. We already know that, son. Trap. They don't last long. So I definitely don't want you to be having a heavy workload coming out of college. Like, bro, I ain't even got a chance to use you yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even made your bones yet in the NFL. So that's another thing that I don't like about it. This man is 30 years old, basically. He's 28, but hey, in running back years, he's 30. But, you know, I guess you could say it balanced itself out because he was heavily used in college and then not used much in the pros. So now he's just in the middle. So I guess you could say it might have canceled itself out, but I don't like the fact that he's already 28 years old. We know, we look at running backs as old when they hitting 30, when they close to 30, and this man already up there in age. So yeah, Tyrone, don't look at him like a savior. Yes, Mr. Metris. I believe he's just a count body. I believe he's just a warm body that you could put at running back, you know, to give you some looks or something like that. I told you, I don't like how they doing Malik Davis. I could make a whole show about the disrespect that Malik Davis is receiving compared to Deuce Vaughn. There's no way Deuce Vaughn should be seeing more snaps than Malik Davis after we seen Malik Davis in an actual NFL game doing good things. You know what I'm saying? After we seen Malik Davis actually being productive in a game, in several games, compared to what we seen by Deuce, how is he above Deuce? How is Deuce above him in the depth chart? It's really concerning, but people don't want to talk about that. I told y'all the biggest threat to our success is politics at this point. We should not be going through that right now. We got bigger fish to fry. This team is barely good enough as it is. So we definitely don't have enough, you know what I'm saying, cachet to be keeping good players off the field. That's crazy. We need players. We need all the best players that we have to offer. We need them on this football team. That's what we need. So we definitely ain't got time. We ain't got time to be playing around with our players like that, man. And the Joneses, they're not looking for it. They're not looking towards it in the right direction. They want to put their best players and stuff like that. They want to put their players on them. I don't like that. He says, Tyrone Church said Malik Davis scared of pass blocking. That's why. I can't agree with that. Because do you think he can pass block? You think Deuce Vaughn can really pass block better than Malik Davis, Tyrone? Now I know Deuce is he's a willing participant. But let's not act like that should keep you out the field, bro. We seen Malik play good. We seen him, so he didn't never pass block good, or was it a couple of reps that make you feel that way? Like, let's be real, bro. That's okay. Even if you feel like Malik Davis is not the best blocker, let's say this: you can't sit up here and tell me that that's enough to say Deuce is over him, because we ain't seen nothing from Deuce. We ain't seen nothing from Deuce. So at least we seen good runs from Malik, and we ain't seen nothing good from Deuce. Like nothing. In a real NFL game. So how is he above him in the depth chart? How is he? It makes no sense. I don't like politics in our team, bro. If y'all gonna be cheap on every player and free agency and stuff like that, we have no room to be political. We need to play the best players. And screw your story. I understand your daddy worked for the team. That's all well and good. It was a good, heartwarming story. But if you can't play football, you can't even offer me nothing on the special teams. What are you doing here? That's all I'm saying. What are you doing here? If you can't even play special teams, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good on that. So, questions about adding Dak or adding around Dak or him doing more. That's what a big question. This is one of the best questions they asked him, in my opinion. Then you got Snoop. I forgot about Snoop, bro. We got the most unheard of running backs of all time.
Well, I think anytime you have a great quarterback, that's part of what comes with accountability when you certainly make the kind of money Dak's making. But
oh my God, I hate this answer. Questions about adding around Dak, or him doing more. Listen to the first thing come out his mouth, man. The first thing come out his mouth.
Well, I think anytime you have a great quarterback, that's part of what comes with accountability when you certainly make the kind of money Dak's making. But he had a great year last year. He was.
So you just gonna blame Dak? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. I just don't get these people, man. Like this should be illegal. Like this should not be legal for them to just sabotage people like this, man. It should not be legal, man. It really shouldn't. But we sit up here and can't do nothing. We defenseless right now. We defenseless. And he's up here just doing a disservice to this football team, man. It really is. And he got the nerve to say, well, when you're making this kind of money, bro, you ain't even paid the man yet, and you already complaining about his money. See, this right here, that stuff like that, it lets you know that I can't speak for Jerry, I can't speak for Mike McCarthy or none of these other guys, but I promise you, I don't think Steven rock with Dak like that. He can say all he want to, but you shouldn't be talking about the man money in a situation like this. So just because he make money, he don't need help. He don't need a receiver, do we? He don't need a receiver. He don't need an O-line. He don't need a running back. He makes money. This is the mentality that's been keeping us back, y'all. This is the mentality that's been holding us back. The first thing he said is, well, when Dak making all this money, and yeah, it's going to come with accountability. This man just played the second best football, really the MVP of the league, in my opinion. He really just played up to status to be the MVP of the league last year, and you talking about him doing more or doing more with less. That's crazy, man.
He was, I think, number 2 in MVP voting. Had a great season. Unfortunately, we didn't we didn't do what we needed to do to beat the Packers, and so we've just got to continue, to figure out what's in the best interest of this football team in terms of making it better and giving it the best chance to have success in the playoffs. We understand completely until we go have success in the playoffs, there's going to be frustration. I mean, we've won for 3 seasons. We've
don't deserve nothing.
12
you don't
games,
get
which is
you get what I
think as much as anybody over a 3-year stretch. But we hadn't had success in the playoffs, and until that happens, we understand that we're going to be held accountable, and people are going to look and have criticism.
You said you understand that y'all will be held accountable.
Held accountable? Wait a minute. They asked a good question. I give them.
What's in the best interest of this football team in terms of making it better and giving it the best chance to have success in the playoffs? We understand completely until we go have success in the playoffs, there's going to be frustration. I mean, we've won, for 3 seasons, we've won 12 games, which is, I think, as much as anybody over a 3-year stretch. But we hadn't had success in the playoffs, and until that happens, we understand that we're going to be held accountable, and people are going to look and have criticism.
You said you understand that y'all will be held accountable, and that definitely makes sense to me. Do you also feel accountable? Like you said, we'll be held accountable. Do you feel accountable?
This was interesting. He asked him, do he feel accountable? And I just want to hear this answer because I already know it's trash. I already know it's trash. Let's see. I already know it's trash.
I feel as accountable as anybody.
Stop the cap. That's false. That's false.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusation. And
in terms of the success of this franchise, and of course, we want to have one of the top, if not the top, franchise, in the country, if not the world. And I think, certainly, I think we do in terms of what our brand's valued at.
Now you talking about brand stuff.
Certainly.
Look, shout out to 105.3 The Fan. We know how we feel about them, but hey, a broken clock can be right twice a day. They said they asked some good questions on this one right here.
I want to have more success on the field in terms of that part of it. But, as I said, we've had a lot of success during the regular season. We haven't had the success in the postseason, and we just until we do that, we understand there'll be frustration. And I can tell you this, we'll be rolling up our sleeves and going to work.
Yeah. But he act like he feel as accountable as anybody. That's a cop-out answer. I feel as accountable as anybody. And then they asked a good question. They said, do you understand talking about the brand's popularity is frustrating to the fans? This was his answer. Because soon as we talking about the success of the team, he get up here talking about some brand stuff. That's what's concerning to me.
It's not what I just said. I said that's part of it.
You see, he got an attitude then, y'all. He got an attitude. Trap. He got an attitude then, y'all. He said, see, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. That is what you said, because they asked you a question, and then you went straight to talking about how successful your brand is. We are not concerned with that. We are responsible for that for a lot. We know how good the brand doing. We talking about the football team. What about the football aspect of this? This is what we worried about. This is our concern.
The other part is the success on the field. And we certainly expect to have that, and certainly know that that's what our fans expect to have. As I said, I think over the last 3 years, we've won 36 games, but we hadn't had success in the playoffs.
Yikes.
And we know until we do that, there's going to be frustration, and certainly
yikes. That is just, my God.
Expectation to do better than that.
Okay. Now they asking them about how concerned are you about the O-line and how you feeling right now. Let's get it.
Tyler at center, be a Hall of Famer. I think he's going to be wearing a yellow jacket, but at the same time, unfortunately, Tyron's had to miss a lot of games, and at some point you have to make those tough decisions. Certainly, you hate to, you hate to lose Tyler at center in terms of, what he had done for us. But at some point there, if you got to make a tough decision that we can, have him go to another team, and we can replace him hopefully, and have a center who's better. And we like the young guys that we've brought in here over the years, not unlike Connor McGovern step.
Pay attention to what he said. He said basically, everybody knows Tyron Smith is a Hall of Famer. So he was like, yeah, we missing a Hall of Famer, and we're going to have to do this and that and all of that. Okay. But when he started talking about Tyler Biadasz, he just said, hopefully we can replace him and be better. That's a big difference right there. Trap. I ain't gonna lie. One of the very few times that I kind of agree with Steven. I felt like that was an upgradable position as well. So, look, he was, what I just said, even the trash can get a steak every now and then, you understand? It just happens sometimes. So, hey, he did good right there. Steven did good right there. He told the truth. Now we tasked with the job of replacing him with somebody better, though. We still got to do it. And I'm not sure if Brock Hoffman is better But I did see some good things from him. I don't know if we could just say he's better. He ain't played a full year yet. Like, he could be Tyler Biadasz again. He could be another version of him. We don't know. So just pay attention to that.
Stepped up after being a backup, for 3 years. He stepped up and played really good at guard and then got awarded a contract in Buffalo. We have guys like Let's Go and Awesome Richards and, young players that are on the come. TJ Bass played really well for us last year. So obviously they're guys that our fans aren't as acquainted with as much because they hadn't played as much, but we feel like they can step up, not unlike Tyler did as a rookie at center and play really well.
Tyler was a first-round pick, sir. Tyler was a first-round pick. See.
Huge thing. And
talking about moving them to Tyler.
Huge thing, and that's what Tyler Smith brings to the table, the fact that he can swing out there, and if we feel like there's a better fit at guard or center, and knowing that we have a player like TJ Bass there, then we can look at it. And as I said, we like Let's Go. He's had a couple of, we've got a young player in Hoffman there at center, but
this man said we like Let's Go, bro.
Trap.
We doomed, bro. We doomed. I don't know how. Man, look, bro. He the only person I seen mention Matt Waletzko. I'm convinced, to Stephen Jones, Matt Waletzko is him Jones, him Duncan. He's all of that. That's who he is to him. I don't understand. It's like nobody else is mentioning no Matt Waletzko. This man had 2 shoulder surgeries. He done had soldier surgeries and everything, not just shoulders. This man don't got one good shoulder on his body, and you up here talking about Matt Waletzko. This man ain't been healthy for a season. This man ain't did nothing. You see this? This is where this hubris come from. When I sit up here and ask y'all, why do we look at all these unforeseen players, these players who ain't even proven nothing? Why do we look at them in such high regard? Because a lot of the mainstream people, a lot of the casual fans that don't know no better, they listening to people like Steven, I guess. Trap. Man, what good thing you seen Matt Waletzko do since he been on this football team? Somebody please, because they might say I'm just doom and gloom. I just give honest takes, bro. I'm not finna sit up here and give this man no compliments and he ain't did nothing. Like, tell me one good thing Matt Waletzko done on this football team for him to be mentioning him like he a real player. Shout out to B-Bird with the $4.99, man. I appreciate you, sir. I really do, man. First donation of the day, man. I really appreciate it. He says, if Tyler's replacement was better, why didn't they play him last year? Exactly. But I'm hoping, B-Bird, he's talking about from the draft. I'm hoping they got some admirations about drafting a better player. But I'm with you. If you're talking about Hoffman, then why Hoffman went our center? Oh, so are you talking about politics, B-Bird? Is that what they doing right now? Is that what's going? Oh, that sound real politickish, don't it? It do, right? So, hey, you either gonna tell me you don't got them yet, or either you been playing the politics game, which we all know that's how they behave. That's how they behave. But yeah, man, we doomed with him talking stuff like this, man. Like, this dude got to move out the way. Like, I just wish when it's free agency time and draft time, I wish they had just a hired goon just to boom, bump him in the closet and they lock the door and then let Jerry just go wild and just do whatever he want to do. Like, that's what I wish they just do. I ain't wishing no violence on him, man. I just said a nice little shoulder bump into the closet. They lock the door. And then, you know what I'm saying, we actually go draft some good players, go acquire some good players without him doing all of this foolishness, man. Is that too much to ask, man? I don't think that ain't too violent. That ain't nothing. Like, I think we could pull that off. You understand? Just give them a nice little shoulder love and and push them all up in the closet while we go
there's
operate.
Some guys that we may give a chance there to snap the ball. It's not out of the question that TJ Bass gets reps at the center position. So all these things will work into our strategy as we move forward.
All of this, say that one more time, Steve.
There's some guys that we may give a chance there to snap the ball. It's not out of the question that TJ Bass gets reps at the center position. So all these
at the center position. TJ Bass at the center position. That's interesting. He wouldn't say that for no reason. Are they looking at TJ Bass as the flexible piece? Dang, y'all, we might have uncovered something today.
Trap.
We might have uncovered something today, y'all. This whole time, we've been looking at Tyler Smith as the piece that might have to move. Let me find out it's TJ Bass. That's interesting. How would that work? So, okay, if TJ Bass moved to center and Tyler Smith stay at left guard, then you would have to draft a left tackle. That's crazy. Have anybody else mentioned that, y'all? Let me know if anybody else caught that off this interview. Cause I don't think I seen nobody talk about that. I could be just ain't watched enough people. But I promise you, I don't think I heard nobody talk about him mentioning TJ Bass getting reps at center. That changes a lot of stuff. That changes strategy up a little bit. We've been having TJ Bass in the books for guard. That's crazy, Tyrone Church. Nobody else caught that? And he mentioned this man at center? That blew my mind. That's the first time I heard anybody say that. I ain't heard nobody even consider TJ Bass as a center. We only been talking about TJ Bass stepping in at guard or something. That's crazy. Now, hey, if that's what you gonna do, let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me recalibrate then, Steven. Hey, I ain't never think about that. See, is TJ Bass' skill set screaming that he's that versatile, or is the Cowboys finna make him that versatile? That's what I want to know.
Trap.
Shout out to B-Bird with another Superman with the 199 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir. He says, I can't get excited for the draft due to free agency. We can get lucky, B-Bird. We can get lucky. Listen, this a draft that could be like what? This could be like the 2020 draft if we do it right, B-Bird. You could get you a Tyler Smith in the first round and get you a CeeDee Lamb in the second round.
Trap.
CeeDee Lamb in the second sound crazy on it. But when you think about it. CeeDee fell to 17. CeeDee was at the back end of the first. These receivers is dope. You understand? You might be able to get you somebody. Look, listen, if they do right, B-Bird, this draft can be very impactful when I think about it. If they draft left tackle first, get me a wide receiver second, and get us a dope running back in the third, I feel a lot different about this team. I really would. But the problem is I don't think they're going to draft a wide receiver in the second. That's my issue. That's what's going to make me feel bad about this team. That's what's going to make me feel bad about them. Because I don't think that they're going to do what I want them to do. I ain't even tripping off the player. I might feel okay if they draft a wide receiver in the third. I might feel okay if they draft a wide receiver in the third, because there's still some good guys who I wouldn't be mad at if they brought them on this team. Don't be like that, Choctaw. Don't come in here killing my dreams, man. Don't come in here killing my dreams. I'm going to say them accusations.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And
we going to hope them accusations that you're making, Choctaw, because we need this to happen. I just want good for this team. This all I'm telling y'all. The people who don't get wide receiver, bro, I'm just saying this. I want better for y'all, man. I just want better for y'all, man. That's all I want. Look, we got good receivers. We got some okay guys. You know what I'm saying? I just want better for y'all. I want CeeDee Lamb in 2020 added to this team. That's what I want. And I promise you, you're going to love the result. You're going to have a better Dak Prescott than you had back then. Did CeeDee not go crazy when he got on this team? It's some people that can have a similar impact to CeeDee Lamb in the first, second, and possibly third round. If you add them to this team with this quarterback and this offense, I stand on that. It's in the first, second, and third. You can get you an 800-900 yard receiver in this draft. Plug and play. Boom. He might be better than some people day one. He might be better than some people day one. So I ain't giving up all hope. Free agency made me relax though. Free agency humbled me, made me feel very bad about this team. But I've seen the team's trajectory change drastically in one draft. And that was the 2020 draft. We got us an all-pro receiver and an all-pro cornerback in the same draft. I've seen stranger things, man. I've seen stranger things. Shout out to Will, Mike, and 11. I've seen stranger things, bro. It's possible. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. So I ain't giving up hope just yet. I'm not. I ain't got much hope, but I ain't giving up all hope. I'm hanging on to the little hope that I do have. I'm holding on to it.
These things will work into our strategy as we move forward.
Just a little. The only hope I got is in this draft, and I ain't gonna lie, a huge amount of it is attached to us drafting a wide receiver. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. If we don't get no receiver, all bets off with me. Like I'm gonna be in shambles, and I ain't gonna be happy about nothing. Shit, I ain't gonna like nothing after that. But they asked about Mozzie Smith and possibly drafting another one tech in the first round. Let's see what Mr. Dollar Bill has.
I'm learning what Dan wanted out of the defensive lineman. We knew when we drafted him out of Michigan, he was asked to play the one technique a little different than Dan likes to see it played. I think the way Zim's going to ask these guys to play is probably a little more in line with what he did at Michigan, but we feel really good about Mozzie. We happen to have some good veteran players, but that's one of the great things that happens when young guys get a chance to step up. Obviously Tolbert had a slow year his rookie year, but then stepped up and played really well, and we expect him to continue to grow as a receiver. It's not, it's not often that young guys get to step in and, play right away. It doesn't always happen that way, especially on playoff teams. But
see, Choctaw, I believe you too. I believe you. I want better for us, but shout out to Jalen Tobin, man. I got high hopes for him. I hope he come in here and go crazy. I hope all the receivers go crazy. That's not my point. But I'm just saying, I want better for you, man. I want better for us as a fan base. I don't want us to look at our wide receiving core and be like, hey, man, I believe they can go. I want us to be like, if we draft one of these guys I'm talking about, we gonna go into this next year like, boy, we finna go crazy.
Trap.
Can you say that? I don't think you can say that right now because the jig is up. Everybody know if you contain CeeDee Lamb, this offense is, this offense goes in the dumps. Shit. These defensive coordinators like, yeah, you want to stop that offense, double CeeDee. If we don't do nothing else after that, bro, this offense could struggle. That's why I'm pushing the urgent button on getting more weapons. I just told y'all yesterday, If you wanted the game plan against the Cowboys offense, what would you do as a DC? All I would do is double CeeDee Lamb. Easy peasy, I'm done. I don't got to do nothing else. If I double CeeDee Lamb, if our winning percentage, if our chance to win was 100% before, if I double CeeDee Lamb, how much percentage you think it dropped to? Shit, I think that drop our percentage drastically. Like, if you double CD, I think that'll drop our percentage down to the 50 that quick. Like, that's the way our team play. So that's why you need something else. It's many reasons to say you need a receiver, man. It's many of them. It's many of them. And I just don't want to, I just want better for us, y'all. I just want better.
We feel really good about Mozzie.
This just some pictures of training camp. I mean, OTAs, the guys that were there, the guys that showed up. But I do have some questions I do want to talk about. Y'all know, I must say this, though. I do want a receiver. Everybody know that. But I don't think I talked about what kind of receiver I want. That's one thing I don't think I did well. So, what type of receiver do we need in the draft? I got to ask myself that. And, you know, I think Brandon Cooks should move to the slot, bro. I really do, man. I really do, man. I think he'll be way more effective in the slot. And I really don't like this preference. This ain't, because he's been an outside receiver. He's been an outside receiver. But I just think he'll be way more effective in the slot, especially with Dak. You know what I'm saying? I just really do. His size, his quickness, the way he runs his routes, I think he'll be way more effective closer to Dak instead on the outside. I just never liked the smaller receivers on the outside. I just never liked that. That's just a personal preference of mine. I will admit that. But I think that's not the way to go. You getting a little older in your career. I really feel like he should move in the slot. And I promise you, I think Brandon Cooks will cook in the slot too. I look at him as a slot receiver. I don't know why he's on the outside. If I was Brandon Cooks' coach, maybe I would have been fired after this because he had a pretty good, successful career. If I was Brandon Cooks' coach, I would have put him in the slot from day one in his career. If I was Brandon Cooks' coach, he wouldn't have never seen X receiver. Why? He would have never seen that. I would have had him in the slot from day one. And look, he has proven that he can play on the outside. What do you do with older receivers? You move them in the inside. When they start getting a little slower, getting a little up in age, you move them in the slot. Man, Brandon Cooks will be an outstanding slot receiver. But in my opinion, that's why I don't want no slot in the draft. I know a lot of people saying Curly or whatever his name, the guy out of West Kentucky or something like that. Malachi. I don't want nobody like that because I look at them as all slot guys. I don't want another slot guy. You can have Tobin in the slot too. Tobin is a formidable slot. I feel like he could play slot pretty decently. But that ain't who we need. We just got rid of Michael Gallup. We need another big body receiver. We need a possession type receiver. For the people who don't like that, this is your time to shine right here, baby. This is your time. It's your time to shine, because I got something for you. Listen to me. If you feel like Dak is inaccurate, if you feel like Dak throws the ball high and don't be on target sometimes, guess what? Guess what? He's your quarterback. And guess what? What's the best thing you can give to a quarterback who you feel is an inaccurate quarterback? And that's 100% false too. I gotta play.
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations.
That's all the way false. But I'ma just play into the way some of y'all think. If Dak is not a guy who can be on target consistently, which he is, You know what the best thing to pair him with? A big target receiver with a great catch radius. We don't have one on our team. You see what I'm saying? So, why don't you go get you a Keon Coleman? Why don't you go get you a Xavier Leggett? Why don't you go get you a Adrian Mitchell? Somebody, a real wide receiver. A real big-time possession catch radius receiver. If you feel like Dak ain't accurate in them big moments, maybe he do throw it a little high, a little low sometimes. If you get one of those dope receivers, they can catch it anywhere. They still gonna make the catch. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we got a tight end to do it too, but you need somebody on that outside. Tight ends, it's only a few of them who change the game like receivers. You can count them on one hand, and I love Ferg. You can count them on one hand, and you can name them real quick too. Kelson, Kittle. That's about it. It ain't no other tight ends who just dominate and impact the game to the level of a receiver. It ain't many of them. So why not have both, Troy? You see what I'm saying? This the best way to get it. Why not have both? You can do it cheap. I'm even letting you do it cheap. You can go get you a Bentley for the low in this draft. You can go get you a Ferrari for the low in this draft. That should make the Joneses be like, man, that should be right up the Joneses' alley. You can go get some luxury cars. You can get luxury cars for the low in this draft. We know y'all don't want to play in free agency. Y'all don't want to go get no Odell Beckham. Even though Odell ain't even that good last year, I thought he was nice. He didn't do too much this year. So I ain't even studying Odell. But you ain't going to want to pay Odell. You ain't going to want to pay what these wide receivers want that's in the free agency market. You ain't going to want to pay them. So guess what you can do? Go get you a what? Wide receiver in the draft. Trap. Chata said, I'm the tight end that impacts like a wide receiver playing with me, landlord. Hey, man. Well, why you need to suit up then, Chata? You need to suit up because we need that. But look, Ferg on the verge, you know what I'm saying? Bars. Ferg is on the verge of being a person like that. I love Ferg. I think the world of Ferg. I think he might be just like Tad said on our show. Shout out to Dak Prescott. He said he feel like Ferg finna be an all-pro next year. I feel like that could be possible. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, he said, I'm 36. You younger than me, man. Get it done. You got some young legs. Go get it done, man. Go get it done. But I feel like Ferg could be an all-pro next year. But why not have both? Why not have both? You can have a dope tight end and a super dope wide receiver on the outside. Throw Brandon Cooks in the inside. Let him and Jalen Tolbert rotate at times, or put Jalen Tolbert out there with four wide receiver sets. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying get rid of this, man. I'm just saying I want better from you. I want better for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know people look at me, landlord from Alabama, by the way, if you ain't never seen my channel. I know people look at me like I'm the poster child for hating on Brandon Cooks, but I want you to know this.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations.
It is not true. I want you to know that. I don't hate on Brandon Cooks. I just want better from you. I want better for you. That's my slogan. Okay, I just want better for you. And it's a great draft to go get better. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to get better. I want better for you, man. I want better. You know what I'm saying? And look, Brandon Cooks could be better in year 2. This is not the dog him out. But I just want something certain. Because I seen him in his offense. Didn't look too great. It looked okay. Year 2, he might be looking a little more better than okay. He might turn it up one notch. But we needed several notches though. We need several notches on
Trap.
That's my question. For the people who want to stay how we are, even if these players get better opportunities and play better, how much better is it gonna make us? Because I feel like if we do right in this draft, it can drastically swing the direction of this team. Bars. I feel like it can drastically swing the direction of this team, like we seen before. And I said this, don't nobody care about drafting no receiver or no draft value outside of the draft time. All you care about is this a good player or not. Once the draft stuff over with, you don't care about none of that stuff. You ain't gonna be like, man, I hate we got Keon Coleman in the second round, even though he's got 1,000 yards in his rookie year, you know? Draft value and positional value and all these great, complicated analytical equations and all this algebraic expressions and all this crazy stuff, that ain't even football. I want y'all to know that. Football is on the field. You see football. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to calculate all that stuff. That's for them. That's for the analytical people. I'm telling you right now, if you put them type of players on this team, man, you're going to see a big time difference. That's a promise. I know what type of players we on. I know what type of players we need. It's just up to the people in the front office to do the right thing. T. Foster says, landlord, see, that sounds too much like right, so don't get your hopes up. That's sad, ain't it? That's sad, ain't it? Yeah. They didn't do right. They was being cute. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do right. They was drafted for the future. They had so much hubris, they thought we was like that. They thought we was so good we could draft for the future. Ain't that crazy? This the same people who been saying they want to stop the run for like 5 years. Trap. That's T. Foster said, landlord, your problem is you're making sense. I understand, man. We gotta have a little hope in them, T. We gotta have a little hope in them, man. That was a terrible draft. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't got no use to be lying to y'all. I ain't like, man, look, your top 3 players had no impact, 0. Not only that, going into their second year, they all got surgeries. Trap. Listen, if that's not a bad start, like, y'all, come on now. Y'all got to give me that. That's a bad start right there, bro. First year, 0 impact. Second year, you coming off all kind of shoulder surgeries and all kind of stuff. All 3 of them. Overshawn coming off of ACL. Schoon got shoulder surgery. Right now, he coming off of shoulder surgery. And Myers Smith got a shoulder surgery. Yo, top 3 people coming off surgeries. And you got 0 impact from them last year. That's bad, bro. That's bad, bro. So, not only is that bad, you look at a player like Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker already 25. So we can't even sit up. We ain't even got time to give him time. We ain't even got time to give him time. Ain't that when we don't have time to give Schoonmaker time. This man is 25 already. He might be 26. Let me see. I've been saying he was 25 for a while. This man might be 26. That man's birthday had to be about yesterday. I've been saying he was 25 for a long time. Oh, okay. He'll be 26 in September, late September. So he's safe. But man, he 25 years old already. And we got to give him a red shirt year. I thought last year was red shirt. Now everybody gonna be mad at us when we being critical on Schoon because they gonna say he got a shoulder injury. He coming back off a shoulder. What about last year? They giving him injury excuses from last year. Oh, his foot, he had foot problems, and the shoulder. The shoulder was a problem too. Well, you know what that sound like to me? It was a bad pick. That's what it sounds. Trap. And guess what? You drafted him last year. This year, you ain't expecting too much from him coming off a shoulder injury. I pray to God that Schoonmaker go crazy and just shut me up and just go crazy. I'd be happy. I met the man. This ain't nothing about him personally. Seems like a great kid. Great man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no ill will towards the dude. Yeah, I think y'all seen me. I think I made it as a short. I talked to the dude. I want him to do well. But we talking about what actually happened. See, I'm not the type of content creator that's gonna sugarcoat people just because I met them or just because I got relationships with them. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I got an autograph hat and everything a Schoonmaker. I could have been selling y'all a dream. That's not what I'm about. I'm up here telling the truth about how I feel about these players. I have integrity. I could have been like, man, I met Tyler Biadasz. we was telling you Tyler was bad last year. I met him, seemed like a great guy. But hey, you're not good enough. It is what it is. I don't have to have those relationships like that, bro. I gotta tell the truth. I value my relationship with my fan base and my people over those of those guys because y'all gonna be here. They might not even be on the team next year. What I look like? I got loyalty. My loyalty is with the trap. You understand? Hey, I need to deal with those guys, but I just gotta be honest. I got integrity the way I work. And I don't like what I seen from Schoonmaker. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I wish I did, but I don't. And it don't look good. Because look, you drafted him last year. This year, you can't really blame him too much if he don't do well. Then, if he play halfway decent next year, you gonna have to sign this man in a minute. He gonna be up for a contract. This is why these years are valuable. You don't even know if he good or not. Let's say he go crazy in his third year. And then now, fourth year, he up for a contract. What would y'all do? Would y'all bank on that 1 year or would y'all say we good? That's a big time decision coming down the pipeline right there, man. That's a big time decision coming down the pipeline. But my trap take of the day was I feel like Brandon Cooks definitely needs to move to the slot position. I don't view him as a wide receiver like that. I never did. When I see his size and shape, you know what I'm saying, height, his build, he looked like a slot. His arms is short. He got little arms. You know what I'm saying? Trap. The man arms is little. You know what I'm saying? He got little arms. So, don't tell me we got little legs and little arms on the same team. He don't look like a wide receiver. He looks like a slot. So, yeah. Okay, Choctaw did a membership comment. I ain't even see it. I got it. The only way I can see it is on my phone because it lights up green. Okay, shout out to Choctaw for being a member for 2 months. Trap bosses at that, man. I appreciate you. He says, I told y'all the truth all season last year. I was cursed out by y'all fan base. I was called all types, even threatened how I look now. I hate being right, though. Hey, I feel you, Choctaw. I feel you, man. I feel you. Because what you talking about Schoon? I never said this. This clown landlord. Oh, I'm a clown? Wow. Dang, that's crazy. You wrong about Trey. Stop D-riding Dak. Wow. That's wild, my boy. You really tough guy over this internet. That's all I say, you know. Lord bless. These dudes is hilarious. Yeah, I guess I'm a clown because I don't like Trey Lance. And he probably hate Dak, so I'm a clown for saying Trey is terrible. And I've seen him. I've watched all of his film. He looks bad. Now, look, it could be a year. It's been a little time before that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he on Facebook. I mean, he on YouTube. You know, clowns come from everywhere, you know. You already know how I handle them, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it PG, but you know, if you see me, it's different.
Shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout but shout it, shout, 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 shout but shout it.
We already know some people just belong on the shout button.
Trap, 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 trap.
Some people just belong there, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk to some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just not, you know. You can't negotiate with terrorists. Some people are just foolish, you know what I'm saying? Some people are just ignoramuses. They just breathe like that. Mouth breathing ignoramuses, you understand? You know what I'm saying? That's how some people are. So you just leave them be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I have fun with this, man. You can't take my joy, sir. I appreciate you. I turn it all on you and have everybody laughing at your ass. So you know, come on back. I got some more in you, man. I got a pack for you, sir.
Trap, 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 trap.
You know what I'm saying? You can't even figure out you can breathe out your nose, but you want to come in here and oppose. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Landlord of the Trend Out, man, what's going on with that boy, man?
I'm a landlord, bitch. It pay rent. Pay rent.
AKA Mac Todd from Springdale and Hollywood Boulevard, AKA Ooh Wee Wee from Tennessee. Man, I'm talking about I'm the inspirator, the rejuvenator, the recuperator, and never the procrastinator.
I'm the landlord.
Trap, 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 trap.
Fucking playing with me, man. But you know, let him go. You know, he won't steal the show. But listen, man. Hey, it is what it is. We'll see if you're right and we'll see if I'm right. You know what I'm saying? But all I said now, if that man ain't the future of the Dallas Cowboys, that's the dumbest move in NFL history. I don't care what nobody say. Stupid. Dumb. You gonna get a guy on the back end of his career, on the back end of his rookie contract. Now you gotta sign him and you ain't seen nothing from him, and you already got a quarterback. That's stupid, man. That's dumb. I don't care what nobody say. That's dumb. That's what it is. Just stupid. Shout out to King G, man. He gifted 5 memberships, man. That's what's happening, man. I appreciate you, sir. Y'all give Mr. King G a round of applause. He just came through for your boy, man. We appreciate that in the trend. Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. And like I said, man, shout out to my members, man. I'm working hard on trying to bring more content to that space, too. Hey, I just did an exclusive video that came to y'all first. Hey, I'm trying to do more and more of that. I'm trying to build on that, man. I'm a busy man, but I'm still trying to prioritize what I'm doing here for y'all, man. That's why I need y'all support. As long as I get the support from y'all, man, I'm going to keep going hard. I'm going to keep going crazy. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep innovating. I'm going to keep being me. That's what I'm going to do. I just need y'all support, man. But I appreciate that, man. Real talk. You just looked out for the trend app, and we appreciate you, sir. We really
Trap, 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 trap.
Like I said, man, this work both ways. Long as I get the support from the people, you're going to see me on here and in your speaker. That's a promise. But you already know how that go. I got one more topic that I might want to talk about, man. I don't know. Do y'all want to do it or do y'all want to save it to tomorrow? Let me see what y'all want to do. Do y'all want to talk about this one more topic or do y'all want to save it till tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see. One more topic or save it to the ma. To the ma. I got one. Do it. Do it. You can do it. Who remember them? Who remember that? You get a gold star if you know where that quote come from. You can do it. You get a gold star. If you remember, if you could tell me what movie that come from, man. You understand? I know I ain't give you much, but that's why it's a trivia question. You can do it. And listen to how I'm saying it, because that's how they said it, you know? It might be Waterboy. Look, all I know is it's an Adam Sandler movie, so y'all got it. Trap. All I know is it's Adam Sandler. You know what I'm saying? Paul, Paul, you got to be quick on your feet now. You got to, that was enough. Because the tone I said it in, you got to get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it. But okay, let's see. Because, look, if it wasn't enough, they wouldn't have got it either. So, hey, you know what I'm saying? We done good. But let's see. Okay. Wait a minute then. Hold on. Where is this foolishness? Okay. I can't figure it out, so I will do this. Gosh darn it. Okay, this is what I supposed to do right here. My bad. Okay. Bam. And all I'm supposed to do is this, and here we go. Okay. This is the next topic. Which position should hold the most weight, y'all? Who's the pick in a situation like this? Because look, I know Peyton Wilson is hurt guy. So we'll do these players in particular, and then we'll do the positions. That's how I want to do this. So I just put these guys up here basically for placeholders. We'll say this. Out of this situation right here, which player would you get if you got your favorite running back and your favorite linebacker sitting right there, and you the Dallas Cowboys? Which position hold more weight? Which position hold more weight? Because honestly, you know, Kendricks is a Band-Aid, so you need a linebacker too. But if I got Trey Benson right there, because listen, I think this man might go late first. He might go late first, early second. So I guess I'm talking about in the second round. Miraculously, he made it to the second round. And, you know, Peyton Wilson is hurt, guys, so he might slide a little bit. Even though he ain't been hurt in a while, he still might slide a little bit because people scared of the medicals. Running linebacker is a physical position. We've been through that with LVE and all of that. Let's talk about these two guys in particular, then we're going to talk about the positions. Which one of these guys would you take off the board in this situation? Don't think about what position is in. Don't think about what round is in. Just think about, well, you got to kind of think about what round. Let's say, for instance, this is second round. You know for a fact Trey Benson is not going to be there. You know for a fact Peyton Wilson won't be there if you pass up on him. Which one would y'all pick out of these two players? Let's take a vote. Is you gonna prioritize running back because you need a big time dynamic running back? I feel like running back is way more of a need than linebacker. Honestly, that's my thoughts. You know, we don't have a star running back, so I feel like we need that. Push that up higher. That push that need up higher. I don't just need a running back. I need a star running back. I need a running back who I want to suit up with and go to war with. I don't want just a guy to just throw in the mix. I need a good to great running back. I need somebody with a name, somebody that's going to sell some jerseys. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that that's important, but I'm talking about somebody that you're going to believe in day one. I need somebody that you're going to believe in day one. You get Trey Benson, boy, you going to sell some jerseys. Guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You bring Trey Benson in here, you going to sell some jerseys. You might sell some with Brooks. I'm right now in this moment in time, I'm gonna equate selling jerseys to belief in the player. That's how we gonna do it, just in this exercise right now. So I feel like Trey Benson, he'll fill some seats. So I need somebody like that right now, bro. Our running backs, oh my God. Trap. Bro, our running backs, in shambles. I don't believe in none of those guys. No ill will towards Rico, bro. Because Rico did good. He actually made me a fan of him last year. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. You don't need number about 2, Troy. You running a 4-2 scheme more than likely. You got Kendricks, you got Overshawn, and you got Damone Clark. So, how many linebackers are you going to play? If they draft a linebacker, they just spitting in the face of Overshawn and Damone Clark. That's what that means. Trap. And I just don't think that's smart. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's that big of a need. I feel like we need a linebacker, but not to the point where we should be passing up on good players. Nah, I'm good. I think linebacker need to be later. You only need 2. You got 2. We know for a fact. You can book it. 100% fact. If Kendricks is healthy, that man gonna play. I think we all can agree to that. If Kendricks is healthy, he is going to play. So let's just put that in the book. After that, you got DeMarvion Overshawn. We know that it's a chance that he come back and not be that great. I'm not anointing this guy like he's the second coming. I'm not saying that because a lot of people is. I'm going to just say this. Okay, Kendricks is a book. You can book him. Not Overshawn and Damone Clark. You got Damone Clark coming back, you know. I'm not too fond of him no more. I think he need to work on some of his instincts. His reading and reacting ain't all the way there to me. I seen him dodging blocks. That's a no for me. I don't like that. Linebackers need to go blow up blocks sometimes. I know it ain't like old school football where they do it every play, but man, listen here. I don't need you dodging blocks. I said this before. If you dodging blocks as a linebacker and we running a zone scheme, guess what you doing? You making the hole open, bro. Trap. Think about that. Y'all know how the zone scheme is. A zone scheme is like, okay, come this way, running back, and we gonna block everything that's in our area. If you in our area and you move away, you just opening up the hole. I've seen Damone Clark and LVE and Marquise Bell. I seen all our linebackers dodging blocks, trying their best to get around people. In a zone blocking scheme, bro, you are doing their job for them. In a zone blocking scheme, you need to blow up the blocks. You need to contest the blocks. We don't have players that can do that. So, hopefully Kendricks can. Hopefully Overshawn can if he's healthy. And then hopefully Damone Clark get his act together. But, man, I ain't trying to draft no linebacker and I only need 2 and pass up on a good player. I'm sorry. That can impact me other places. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to do that. So, I don't think I seen what the consensus pick was between these two. I think mostly I seen Benson, though. So, maybe it's safe to assume that we went with Trey Benson. Okay, after that, which position is you going to prioritize more? Let's take the players' names away. If you had your favorite running back, your favorite linebacker, I really think running back is way more important than linebacker right now. When I sat up there and looked at my running back room, sir, my God, Yeah, we assuming that left tackle gonna be the first pick, Miss Mahoney. We Mahoney? Is it Mahoney or Mahoney? Let me know. Cause you know, I speak broken English. It's probably incorrect, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying. But we assuming left tackle gonna be first round. But let's say this is a second round situation. Left tackle, then what? Danny said we got 1 million needs, no picks. I told you, the ambulance coming to the left tackle position. The ambulance coming to the center position. The ambulance coming to the running back position. I don't know how they feel about these backups, so I don't know what order is going in. But we know for a fact that they don't feel great about these running backs. I can tell you that. Trap. I can tell you that much. The more I look at these two players, though, and I'm thinking about this in a second round scenario, I just don't see us getting a wide receiver in the second, man. I don't see it, man. I might have to settle for a wide receiver in the third. And then at that point, I have to ask myself, will they be better than Jalen Tolbert? Will they be better than Brandon Cooks? Will they be a future number 2? If not next year, if not this year coming up or next year, will they be a number 2? If not, then you might as well just stay away from receiver. You really should. At that point, if they're not better than Tolbert or Brandon Cooks, or you see them being a future 2, just leave them alone, bro. You might as well just keep Tolbert and keep developing him. That's why I'm looking at wide receiver in the second. The reason I keep being big on this, and I'm going to let y'all go. The reason I keep being big on this is because I'm almost certain that wide receiver is going to be the best player available when it comes to us in the first, second, and third round, y'all. Trap. I'm telling you, I'm willing to bet you, when it's time for the Dallas Cowboys to pick, the best player available going to be a wide receiver. And we going to have to look Brian Thomas in the face and say, no, I want this left tackle. Well, that's what we're going to have to do. Second round, we might have to look Keon Coleman in the face, Xavier Worthy in the face, and say, we got to get this running back, this linebacker. Third round, you might have to look Malachi Corley in the face, Brendan Rice, some of these good receivers, Javon Baker, some of these guys like that, you're going to have to look them in the face and say, man, I need a center. And then when you doing that all for need, sir, when you doing that all for need, you doing yourself a disservice, and that's what's going to hold this football team back. So don't think it's all about Landlord wanting a receiver. I'm telling you right now, more than likely the best player available is going to be a receiver. So if you just continuously not draft one, you doing this wrong. You doing this wrong. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be obvious too. It's going to be obvious that you doing this wrong. So even if you don't want a receiver, I think we all can agree we want the Cowboys to do this draft right. They need to get it right. And I'm telling you right now, that's how we need to do this. Drafting a receiver is going to show me that y'all doing this right. I'm telling you straight up, because they're going to be best player available probably for 3 rounds straight. And if we don't get not one of these rounds, I'm out. I'm going to be in shambles. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be one of these ugly cry. This is live footage of Landlord from Alabama right after the Cowboys failed to draft a wide receiver. Just terrible stuff, man. Just terrible. See, we don't want to go through that, man. Just drop the receiver and fix it. That's all I'm saying. But, man, I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let your boy know if you enjoy this, man. Like I said, I'm trying to build on this, trying to get better, trying to improve, trying to make some upgrades in the studio and stuff like that. I'm trying to get better in every shape of the way, trying to push myself to do more work, push myself to do more content, get better at everything I'm doing. So, man, let me know if y'all rocking with your boy and appreciate what I got going on here, man. But I do appreciate y'all. And like I say, you already know them haters hate on us. Why? Because we are the greatest. That's why, man. You already know that. Shout out to everybody rocking. Thanks for all the love and support.
Money in my hand. Yeah.
Let's get it.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. They words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat. I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah. I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. The go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, rock out until you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the great young poet, got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, it's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy, that's what the fans wanted. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic. I got them watching and they believe in me like a prophet. Custom pics, I'm cropping, be masterpieces, they photoshopping. I'm from the bottom, assembled by the avenue, so I gotta pay homage to the hood to show my gratitude. And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth, these to know that I kill it. These are God level lyrics, I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. We'll take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, let the dollars see you make it, and show 'em all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.